Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Building a Nation with Team Canada. And today we continue on with the group stage of the 2023 North American Gold Cup. Got a lot of interesting things to look at. First, we got a little bit of news going on, just some interesting tidbits that have happened around the nation and around the world. Check out some of these headlines. No, not headlights. Headlines. How about headlines? Sure. So we have loaned out one of our youngsters, Tyler Thompson. The young striker is going on loan to Forge FC in the Canadian Premier League. You know, he wasn't training all that well. He's 19 years old. Figured send him out, let him get a little bit of game time out there, and we'll see what he can do in the Canadian Premier League. So that's fine. Canadian media trashes today's opponent, Guadeloupe, and their chances at beating Canada. So that's, probably not too good. We have this headline, of course, that we knew was coming up. Borjan retires. Goalkeeper has retired from professional soccer. And it looks like maybe he wants to become a coach, a goalkeeping coach. He's very determined and disciplined, works well with youngsters. His coaching pedigree is not so good right now. But you know what? Maybe we'll give Borjan a job. I don't know. We'll see. Hendricks hit by food poisoning. And this is weird. I don't know if it's just a coincidence, but look down here. Broguiard also suffers food poisoning. Do we have some sort of problem with our cafeteria there in Vancouver? What's happening? Are these guys like going around town and just eating crazy stuff? I don't know. But they should stop getting food poisoning real quick. Davies, confident of a move away from Bayern. This would be lovely if he could go somewhere and start getting some playing time. As I mentioned, we tried to bring him in, and our board wouldn't let us pay him enough. So that's unfortunate. All right, we played a couple of games with Vancouver. Don't really need to talk about those right here, right now. So we'll take a look at our competitions. The Gold Cup, in case you forgot, we did win our first game. We are tied with Costa Rica, 3 points at the top of the group. Take a look at the rest of the Gold Cup. Mexico has already played 2 games, 2 wins. USA has crept back into the second spot in Group B, just behind Mexico, followed closely by Guyana, who also has a win. So that's going to be a tight race there for second place in Group B. Group C, we have not played. Group D has not played. Group A played, and everybody drew, I think. 4 draws. Every team in the league's got a draw, or even the group has a draw. 2 teams up top at 4 points. Curacao, Martinique. Just like we thought that this group was going to be a toss-up, and so far it definitely looks that way. So that brings us to today's matchup. Of course, Canada versus Guadeloupe, Costa Rica versus Trinidad. That's going to be an intriguing matchup to watch. If Costa Rica wins, then, it's going to come down Canada, Costa Rica, and the 2 of us will probably advance, assuming we can beat Guadeloupe. If we do not beat them, however, everything is thrown up in the air. If Trinidad beats Costa Rica, then that is thrown up in the air, and who knows? We got lots of questions. So this is like pivotal games right here, these 2 games. If the underdogs can pull the upset, they throw the group into chaos. But if not, then things should go the way they're supposed to go. So let's get to the matchups here. Not MLS matchups. Get out of here. Look at this. We are 10-1 favorites. That seems excessive. But yeah, they're 15-1 against. So that's some excellent odds if you're looking to make some money. If they happen to pull the upset, you'll be getting 15-1 odds. That's outstanding. Guadeloupe is coming in strong form. 4 wins and 1 loss in their last 5, and we're only decent form. 3 wins, 2 losses. We have not played them before. They do have a player suspended, though, Yohab Pascal has been suspended. Take a look at their head coach, Jocelyn Angloma, 57-year-old Frenchman. He's actually a pretty good coach. Pretty decent for one of these Caribbean island nations here. Very good working with youngsters. Very strong defensive coach. Good at judging ability, man management, determination. So he's, pretty high level. Coached at, let me see, Etoile? Possibly. Yeah. Head coach there. Then coach. He's been the assistant coach here at Guadeloupe, and now the head coach. So he's got some pretty decent credentials. He's coached in the French League, coached at the national level. He could give us a bit of a problem. Let's take a look at his nation. They don't quite have a great team, but they have mostly a pretty strong team. Well, not strong, but they have mostly, real players. Let's put it that way. They've got a decent defense, at least, decently rated defense. Obviously, their coach is a defensive coach. So they've got some guys that we need to worry about a little bit. Cavare, he's a pretty decent player, playing at Rotherham right now. And then, of course, their big player, Coco, he's nothing to sneeze at. He would be, I don't know that he would be our best wingers. We got very strong wingers. But, I'd put this guy on the roster without a doubt. If he was Canadian, I'd put this guy on the roster. He's got physical abilities. He's got some nice mental abilities, including his work rate is very nice. Technically, he's just sort of okay, but he's no worse than a lot of our guys in terms of technicals. They are going to be missing their midfielder, Pascal, here with the suspension. That's no good. 23 years old. Not a bad player. Passing, first touch, decent speed and acceleration. So they're going to be down a man, but you know what? They're going to give it all they've got. So let's get to the team selection. Oh, I didn't look at where we're playing. We're back at FedEx Field again. 63,078 and sunny with a little bit of breeze coming off the Potomac. I don't know that FedEx Field is actually anywhere near the Potomac, but you know what I'm talking about. It's in the general vicinity. Let's go. We're going Z formation. I don't know that I've actually got the right roster in there, honestly. It's the next day, so I don't really know. Anyway, we're going with this roster. Got Pantami in goal, of course. He didn't give up any concessions in the last game. That's good. Had a Kugby on the left. Oro on the right, Dunn, Shiger, Piet, Norman, Davies, Shom, Faria, and Millar. So yes, I did not really make any changes, and I wish I did. They're going with the 4-4-1-1, so a little bit defensive. Looks like a lot of their guys are playing back here. A lot of their guys are making debuts, I guess, even though they've got 2 appearances. Yeah, 2 appearances, 7.1 rating. 7.15, so their defense played very well in the last game. Johan, their goalkeeper, 2 concessions in 2 appearances. That's not terrible. Goal from their left wing. Goal and an assist from the right wing. Assist. 3 goals from their striker, even though he's making his debut. Luther Archimedes. Anyway. Sweet flag. I'm enjoying that flag. It's a lot going on, but I like that it's just not a boring like stripes and maybe a star here or there. Anyway, aesthetics aside, let's go. They've also got some pretty neon looking uniforms. We'll look at those in a second. We could, let's get back to that. We could secure qualifications into the quarterfinals here. Let's go. Opposition instructions. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Fine. Everything's fine except for Vato. We will close down or press him intensely. All right, here we go. Lots of red in the stands. A lot of green stripes. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Green stripe down the arm. The guy's got the matching tape on his arm. That's pretty outstanding. It looks like some of these guys just have long sleeves. One neon green long sleeve. That's disconcerting if I'm honest with you. It's like, imagine seeing that coming at you, just a guy with one long green arm just reaching towards you. All right, here we go. First highlight, Davies with the corner kick. Sends it back post to Dunn. Piet cleans up. He may have been offside. He is, definitely. Most assuredly disallowed. We'll see the replay here. You see, look at, he's like totally hanging out. Sorry about that. Get out. All right. First goal disallowed, but that could, could mean good things to come. Maybe we should play for set pieces against this team and try to use some of our height and strength against them. There might not be any need for that, honestly. Oro with the throw-in. Shamit Shom heads it on. He's not going to get it back. Oh, that's a terrible clearance. Guadalupe, they are, they're being patient with it. Nestor. Josepho. Thurman's got to, I mean, we're pressing them high, very high. I think they're going to struggle. I think they're going to struggle to mount any sort of attack. Maybe we should dial it back and just, like, keep possession. That might be the best thing to do. Shamit Shom, I'd like you to get a little farther forward, my dude. You're supposed to be advanced playmaker. Oh, there's over-the-top ball to Oro. He's got to cross into Davies. Can't get it, but there's Shamit Shom. No, he can't score. Team instructions. Let's do shorter passing. Yeah, just shorter passing. Not going to try to work the ball in the box. I'd like to see some long shots. Maybe we can get some to go in. St. Luce can't do much with it. Terrible back pass there. Pantami forced to make a save. He's been pretty solid in goal. I've been actually happy with Pantami's work out there. 26 years old. He's not great. But you know what? He's doing the job for us so far. In Vancouver, as far as Vancouver's going, I have been starting to get the younger goalkeepers in there because we need to get them ready for the Olympics. They're probably going to be on the Olympic team. I mean, our 17, 18-year-old guys are right up there in terms of top goalkeepers in the nation, and that's scary. But if they're going to be the best in the nation, we have to play them, and they have to get match fit. So it's going to be interesting. Here's Shamit Shom. Send it in. Done with the header off the crossbar. Okay, Josepho diving header gets it out of there. Let's settle down, boys. We're not looking great, honestly. Shamit Shom, there he goes. Nope. His cross goes nowhere. Let's oh, here we go. They're keeping it close. 35 minutes in, 0-0. This is like a dream come true for Guadalupe. They are they would take this. If we gave them this like at the beginning of the game and say 0-0 at halftime, they would take that absolutely. But here's Davies rushing on the counterattack. Can he send it across? Gets it to Millar. Great stop. Faria hits the post. What is this? What is this world we're living in? And then Davies knocks it off his own foot. Let's concentrate for the last couple of minutes of the half. Motivated Pantami, I guess. Nobody else cared. We're going to have to get critical at halftime, I think. Going to have to yell at these boys and tell them to start playing for real. Here we go. Shamit Shom. Come on, let's get one right before half. 1 minute left, Millar. There it is. There it is. Crushing goal just before halftime. That is not going to do well for the spirits of our opponents. I mean, they played so well for one half. But the last minute, Millar back post all by his lonesome. And he's onside, no question. Boink. Tight angle, but he got there. Good man. All right, so that was necessary, but still not a great half. It's sort of our last game all over again. We seem to be playing well, but we're just not putting away the opposition. So honestly, I thought about going formation number 2. How about that? How about them apples? We don't really have a target man on the team. I mean, our only real striker is Hundle. I think we do have to make a couple of subs. We have to get Dunn out of there because I'd like to start Dunn and Henry in the next game. K and Arfield. I think I'd also like to play Norman in the next game. You know, we have both of our defensive midfielders in there. I mean, not that K and Arfield can't play defensive midfielder, but we do have both of them in there. So I'm going to get Arfield in there for Norman. So 2 halftime substitutions. How about that? How you like them apples? Dressing room. Pep talk. Let's be passionate. Things are going well, but you're capable of even better. Who's motivated? Who's motivated? Shamit Shom. Good lad. Good lad. Let's go. Start the second half. So the good thing about starting the same lineup as last game, even though guys are a little bit tired, is that means we're going to have our full roster available for Costa Rica. So that's going to be good. The one guy that we probably should have taken out that we didn't was Davies. Probably should have taken out Alphonso Davies, but he hasn't played particularly well. He's not all that match fit, so I don't know. Oro, Arfield. Oro sends it in. St. Luce sends it back out. St. Luce. Anyway, Davies. Look at that. He can't even win a simple header. Piet sends it downfield into the 50,000th row. Davies sitting on a 6.8. Piet's tired. Shamit Shom's tired. Those are probably have to get one or both. Well, we can't get both of them out, but we might have to get one of those guys out. Anyway, here's Davies on the free kick. Jaguar cannot get there. Shamit Shom again. You know, he's solid, but he's just not making any plays right now. He's getting in the right position, and that's good. But once he gets into that position, he can't really do anything with it because his technicals aren't that high. He does have 13 passing, which is nice, but it's not exactly elite. Doesn't have great finishing. Doesn't have great long shooting. He's just sort of a dude in the midfield, and we need playmakers. Don't know that we necessarily have any playmakers. Here we go. Cavare to Coco. Main man Coco. It's still only 1-0, 67 minutes in. You know, we're wearing them down with our possession, I suppose. Nangus fired that one. That was a rocket shot. Davies going to send the free kick in. Oh, I thought he scored there. Just wide. I saw somebody sitting on a 6.2 rating. Who was that? Faria. That's awful. I can't really take him out, though, because we have to take out Shamit Shom, because he's out there dying. So we will bring in Jonathan Osorio. I mean, Shom is playing well. He's actually our second best player right now. But we can't leave him in there to die a horrible death. So we will bring Osorio in. Even though I called him just a guy, He's a very steady and dependable guy. I guess that's good. But we'll see. Osorio, I suppose, is our best playmaker, but he's not actually that much better than Shamit Shom. He's down to 3 stars. He's 31 years old. It's on what you would call the downside of his career. So we got some important positions and some important players we need to replace. Osorio among them. Cavallini, Arfield. Is Oro getting it in? Davies with the header. There we go. Assert that dominance, young man. You should be the best player on this field by far. Just not acting like it. He's letting his problems at the club level hinder him at the national level. But that's a nice header. That's what he's just better than that guy. Bigger, stronger, took better position. Great header. All right. So we got our second goal. That should put this game away. But it's, again, another game that's not very decisive. You know, it's not 4-0, 5-0, sort of what we've been accustomed to when playing against some of these lesser teams. Now, it could mean the CONCACAF is getting better, and I don't discount that completely. Because, you know, there's going to be more regens coming in, and there's going to be, you know, more of these teams getting more players. There we go. Back post Faria. Header. Great header. Not the swiftest goalkeeping in the world, but there we go. 3-0. You know, I think a lot of these CONCACAF teams are getting a little better, but we still, you know, so should we. We should be getting better by leaps and bounds. So I'm still a little disappointed. Anyway, 3-0 is not terrible. 87 minutes. And I guess we got another highlight. Is this just a kickoff highlight, or is this... Do we got something here? What do we got? Nestor. Beauview. We haven't closed down on any of their substitutes yet. Anatole sends one wide. Oh, don't foul him. Don't foul him. Coco has it. Great stop. Pantami. Coming up big. You know, for him to get his confidence up, that would be great. Get a shutout. He's made some nice stops. He's still not what you would call a world-class keeper, but, you know, he's what we got. He is what we got. Here we go. 1 minute left of stoppage time. Osorio throws it in. Arfield to Piet. Piet's probably dying out there. Adekugbe getting forward from the fullback position. Sends it across. Faria not in position. Chips it. There we go. Johan with his final save of the game. I don't think that's actually a save because it wasn't really going towards the net, but you know what I'm talking about. Pantami gets his mitts on the ball. 15 seconds left in extra time. So it turned into a solid win. It was a little bit... I mean, I don't think we were ever really in danger. They had a couple of set pieces. They had 1 or 2 shots. But it just felt like we were going through the motions out there. Miller with the goal. Davies with the goal. Faria in the 87th minute. There we go. Nice, solid victory. All right. Well done, guys. Great win. Let's go. Pep talk. All right. So we will sort of move ahead a little bit and see what the rest of the group has got going on. So Canada eased to a 3-0 victory. The match began with controversy with a disallowed goal. I'm not sure that was a controversial call. I mean, he was clearly offsides, but, you know, they got to get clicks for their headlines. I keep talking about headlights. What is this? I don't know. Millar with a... Yep, good job. Good job. I can't tell him good job for whatever reason, but hey. Henry reserved after win. There you go. There's a veteran. Henry made his debut for Canada. Ha ha. What is with all these debuts? It's so weird. Canada on course. Canada have thus far beaten Trinidad and Guadeloupe and face Costa Rica in their final Group C fixture. Canada will qualify for the final with a point. So we just need 1 point against Costa Rica and we can qualify. So let's take a look. Did our other... No, the other teams haven't played yet. So let's pause here and see what their actual results are, and then we can get a better picture. So pause. Okay, we're back, and interesting things have happened. Costa Rica and Trinidad with the draw. So that gives Costa Rica 4 points and Trinidad 1 point. So all we really do need is 1 point against Costa Rica. And we go on. We honestly don't even need 1 point against Costa Rica because Trinidad can't catch up to us. They can only get a maximum of 4 points if they beat Guadeloupe. So we're going to move on. It's just a matter of do we move on in the first position or the second position. Costa Rica's in good position, but we could also kick them out of the competition. If Trinidad wins big and Costa Rica loses big, Trinidad could go on. So that could be, interesting. That could help us out in the later stages. Not that I don't think we can't beat Costa Rica, but, they're 54th in the world. They're still pretty good. They still have a lot of good players on their team. So, we'd rather face somebody else in the second round rather than Costa Rica having to face them again. So, that's going to do it for today's quick video. And we'll come back with our next game against Costa Rica. So, until then, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.